And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Earlham College here on Schuckman Court inside the Athletics and Wellness Center as we are getting set for the final quote-unquote home game for the Seton Cardinals. Cardinals playing in the friendly confines here at Earlham College due to the size of the gymnasium. Seats around 1,800 here in Schuckman Court, or on Schuckman Court, around Schuckman Court, whatever. You understand the situation. 1,800 people can fill this barn. Chuck Mosley Memorial Gymnasium, a very fine facility, seats 400. Simple math, economics, what have you. But we are getting set for the final game in the city limits of Richmond, Indiana for these Seton Cardinals, which would obviously mean the final game in Richmond in front of the home crowd for the seniors on this ball club, that being Desmond Bain, Colton Pippinger, and Cliff Dickman. And we'll talk more about those gentlemen when we get set for the starting lineups. The Cardinals coming off of a victory in the PAC tournament, the Pioneer Academic Athletic Conference. The Cardinals won that ball game. Over in Indianapolis, actually played at Shortridge. They defeated Greenwood Christian 78-59 on February 13th. And then at Tri, February 16th, they won 61-56, a game that was a lot closer than I think many people thought. And then that brings out all of the extra coaches that Coach Juergens and Coach Blevins and Coach Corey Juergens have. So a lot of extra coaching, I believe, that they were informed, or a lot of extra advice they were given this week. So I'm sure that they appreciated that very much. This is the second, or the penultimate game, I should say, for the Cardinal season. This home game against 2A Cambridge City Lincoln, just west of Richmond here. And then the Cardinals' final game will be February 26th at Cowan. If the Cardinals are fortunate enough to beat Cambridge City tonight, they will have defeated all of the teams in Wayne County, and that would be a first time in school history. And obviously one of the reasons for that is the first time they had played the Richmond Red Devils here this year, and winning that game back on December 28th, 62-58. They opened the season for their first road game, November 28th at Centerville, where they defeated the Bulldogs 66-58. And then other games in Wayne County, they played at Northeastern, a 2A squad, one of the better teams in the area, actually. And the Cardinals were fortunate to get a win over that 2A squad, 76-72. And that, I believe, gets us all of the Wayne County schools until tonight. So the Cardinals, lots of left to play for, and they come into this ball game with a 19-3 record on the season. The only blemishes in Indianapolis at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, losing by 1 point to University, 39-40. Cardinals lost at the Bob Weddick tournament to Bedford North Lawrence at 4A school, 61-68. And then losing here at Earlham College to the number one team in 1A, Liberty Christian, 49-55. And that's a game that Cardinals will more than likely have to play again if they are fortunate enough to move through the sectionals. Sectional 56 the Cardinals are in. And we'll move on to regionals, where they more than likely will have to face Liberty Christian again. The Cardinals, as I mentioned, in sectional 56, this season they are 5-0 against the sectional opponents. And that draw will actually happen at 3:30 this Sunday. The Cardinals will find out who they play in the opening round of sectional 56 and whether they draw the bye or have to play the extra games. But the Cardinals have defeated Union City, Tri, Blue River, Randolph Southern, and Union of Modoc in the sectional. And another interesting note about that sectional, the Cardinals with their 19-3 record, all the other 5 teams in that sectional have combined for 23 wins. So the Cardinals almost have done all of that themselves. We'll take a timeout as we get the national anthem here at Schuckman Court, and we'll be back. You're watching Cardinal Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home. If you would like your athlete to take their game to the next level, look no further. New Vision Sports and their staff has over 20 years of experience in coaching and developing the serious-minded athlete. New Vision specializes in improving your basketball skills, overall speed, and agility. Find them on Facebook or Twitter, or give them a call at 765-977-5831. Again, call 765-977-5831, or go to their website at newvisionsports.com. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power & Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power & Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power & Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Back at Shuckman Court here on the campus of Earlham College, and let's get the starting lineups. First, we will get my nice broadcast voice on here. Hang on just a second. We'll get you the starting lineups for the Golden Eagles of Cambridge City Lincoln. A 5'9 senior, number 5, Ben Birch. A 5'8 sophomore, number 12, Caleb Craig. A 5'8 junior, number 22, Chase Sutherland. A 6'5 junior, number 24, Hunter Ferris. And a 6'8 sophomore, number 54, Garrett Pumphrey. Again, that'll be Birch, Craig, Sutherland, Ferris, and Pumphrey. The Golden Eagles are coached by Rodney Klein in his 5th year at Cambridge City. He has a 45-57 overall record. Here at Shuckman Court, I mentioned it seats about 1,800. I would say we're in the 1,200 to 1,300 range if parking is in any indication. Since I had to park at, I would say Abington, maybe Liberty. I would say that we're going to have maybe even a better crowd here a little bit later this evening. We'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups for the Cardinals as they get set for their grand entrances. For the Cardinals, a 5'10 junior, number 3, Nick Matthews. A 6'4 junior, number 0, Billy Webster III. A 6' senior, number 4, Colton Pippinger. A 6' senior, number 5, Cliff Dickman. And a 6'5 senior, number 1, Desmond Bain. Again, it'll be Matthews, Webster III, Pippinger, Dickman, and Bain. Cardinals are coached by Josh Jurgens in his 5th year at Seton with a 76-38 overall record, assisted by John Blevins and Corey Jurgens. And we will get set for Cardinal basketball in just a couple of moments. You're watching Seton Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Do you need help taking care of your car? I know my family does. That's why we take our vehicles to Beach Automotive in Richmond. We've been relying on Brad and his crew for years, and they always take good care of us without breaking the bank. For great auto service, stop by Beach Automotive at 110 East Main. Give them a call at 966-8181 or go to their website at beach-auto.com.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Welcome back to Shuckman Court. We are getting ready for the Cardinals' 23rd game this season. Looking for their 20th win. The Cardinals already in rarefied air for this program. 19 wins, the most in any season. The Cardinals are certainly looking for more. Lincoln will win the tip, something that doesn't happen very often. Starting off, Bursch will get it on the wing to Craig. Cardinals starting out in a little bit of a matchup zone. There is Craig with the first shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Burch will now restart the offense. That is the 6'8" Pumphrey on the block, and he will have a number of mismatches until he finds himself matched up with Desmond Bain, and that three-pointer is good for Chase Sutherland. Desmond Bain initiate the offense for the Cardinals. Drives to the lane, and a bucket. Desmond's going to have to be a little more careful in this ballgame as the Cardinals will pick up the Eagles in the backcourt, but Desmond driving to the lane, I would think his shot will be influenced at some point by Pumphrey. Long arms and that 6'8" frame. You see him roaming the baseline against that zone. They'll drop it down low. And that was a pretty decent move there by Hunter Ferris as he puts his shoulder into Nick Matthews and gets the bucket. Webster the third will pull up from two. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Pippinger and Pumphrey. A quick tie-up whistle. Cardinals will keep the ball to give the 6-foot Colton, you're not 6 foot. Give Colton Pippinger, the 6-foot senior, some credit for battling against Pumphrey as Bain's three-pointer is in and out, no good. Hunter Ferris at 6'5", another long-armed player. So the Eagles definitely have the size. And that shot blocked by Bain and diving for the loose ball and getting a timeout are the Cardinals. Nick Matthews diving for that ball. And Coach Juergens right there for a 30-second timeout. Did I mention Ferris listed at 6'5", Pumphrey listed at 6'8", and as most of you are well aware, that you take those heights listed in rosters for about what they're worth. Kind of like when a politician will say we're going to reduce taxes or we're going to institute a tax and it's going to come off the books at some point. Pretty much you know that those are a little dicey. But obviously the eye test, you can definitely tell that Pumphrey and Ferris have some length, and that will be something for the Cardinals to contend with. Desmond getting a block just a bit earlier, averaging 3.3 blocks per game. He comes into this ballgame averaging 28.2 points per game, 11.5 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 2 steals, and those aforementioned 3 blocks. 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. Webster the third just inside the circle and gets his first bucket. Again, the Cardinals putting on that pressure. And Bursch was wide open. Pumphrey did not see him. And Sutherland will now get it to Bursch. Looking for a post-entry pass down to Pumphrey. And in the corner was Craig. They'll drop it down to Pumphrey. Dickman will give some token double teaming, more like a person and a half. Good hands by Dickman, but a better job by Ferris of catching that tip pass and getting the bucket. Ferris has 4. And we've got 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bain will control it for the Cardinals. On the right wing, nice crossover, goes down, cannot get the shot. Gets Pumphrey up off his feet and scores. Savvy move by the senior. The pump fake. And Matthews had a chance maybe to draw the steal or to draw the charge. And blocked shot on Pumphrey by Dickman and Pippinger. Bain will go to the rack to score. And the Cardinals have their first lead, and that was all predicated upon the great defense by Pippinger and Dickman. Billy Webster the third is called for the foul. But that's got to bolster the confidence of those two seniors blocking the 6'8" Pumphrey. see how the sophomore reacts to that. As he gets older and plays a few more games, he's going to learn just to go strong and take it at the smaller players. Cardinals putting on more pressure on defense as checking into the ball game is Zach Rogers as Nick Matthews sits down for the Cardinals. Bursch will control it out high, under 4 minutes to go. We played half of the first quarter, Cardinals with a 1-point lead. Pumphrey with the baseline shot, no good. Webster tips it to Bain. Desmond with 6 points early. All of those on drives to the bucket, on layups. He'll take a wide open three and drills it. You cannot leave that young man open anywhere from NBA range inside. And there's a steal. He'll drop behind the three-point line and then throws it away. Pumphrey with the steal. It winds up to Craig. And Desmond with really a mistake that he does not often make. Very atypical of that young man. A very good passer of the ball, good basketball IQ. And just lollipop that ball, that pass. And it was stolen by the Eagles. And then they go ahead and throw it away and give it right back to the Cardinals. Rogers gets in the wing or throws it down the corner to Pippinger. Now Zach will drive, puts a shot up, has to put it up high. Dickman could not get the rebound. He was right there. I think that ball took a carom that he was not expecting. But he was in prime position to get that offensive rebound and a second chance point. 2:44 to play here in the first quarter. Cardinals up by 4, 11-7. Pumphrey will kick it out to Sutherland. Missed shot. Bain with the rebound. Desmond with 9 of the Cardinals' 11. And he will get the foul. The bucket will not count. Desmond drawing the foul. Oh, they did. They did count the bucket. Interesting. That is classic NBA continuation. Coach Klein very disappointed with that. The referee not having any of it. That foul was on Bursch, his first, team's first. Desmond at the free throw line. An 83% free throw shooter, and he makes it. 7-point Cardinal lead. Again, they keep the pressure on in the backcourt. And we got a timeout by Lincoln. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Cardinals up 14-7. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
And we are back in the Athletics and Wellness Center here on the campus of Earlham College. Cardinals with a 14-7 lead. They did not take the lead until a bucket in transition by Desmond Bain off a good defensive play by Colton Pippinger and Cliff Dickman. Got the Cardinals an 8-7 lead, and they have not trailed since. Ferris get the ball to Bursch. Look at the high post entry to Pumphrey. Pumphrey will spin and throws it away to Webster III. Billy averaging 1.1 steals per game. He gets that one. He'll put up an NBA three-pointer. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Quick hands by Webster III, but the ball goes to Pumphrey. And then Webster gets another steal. Cardinals looking to up-tempo the transition. Bain will pull up from 12, no good. And coming out with it will be Sutherland. Minute 29 to go in the first quarter. Bursch. On the floor for the Cardinals, Dickman, Webster III, Pippinger, Bain, and Zach Rogers. And that's going to be Cardinal basketball. Is actually now checking in for Lincoln is number 34, Luke Isaacs. Isaacs is a freshman averaging 0.3 points per game, but he battled for that rebound down low against a couple of heavy hitters for the Cardinals, and he comported himself well, just couldn't keep hold of the ball. Bain is going to have a tie-up. Well, actually, and how do they not call a tie-up on that? And how do they not call a travel on that? But give credit to Ferris. He gets his 6th point as he took off from LeBron free throw line range. I don't know if it was a crab step or what. Bain misses the 3, rebounded by Pippinger. And the Cardinals will pull it out, see if they hold for the last shot with 31 seconds to go. We had such a quick whistle on a tie-up in the early portion of the first quarter between Pippinger and I think it was Pippinger and Ferris. Then that last play with Bain and I believe Sutherland. And another turnover by Lincoln. Cardinals will have the ball with 14 and a half seconds to go and a 5-point lead. I just have sour grapes because I'm a homer. But I'm a big fan of consistency. Let's call everything the same. Even if you call it poorly or call it incorrectly, let's keep it the same. Nice move, spin, baseline by Dickman, and the senior gets his first bucket of this ball game. And that's the way the first quarter is going to end. We move to the second with the Cardinals leading 16-9. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, the very best in pizza and grinders. We use only the highest quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables. It's impossible not to taste the difference. Every morning we bake our bread to ensure our customers the freshest sandwiches. Mancino's offers more than grinders. They also have fantastic specialty pizzas and salads. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or after the game. Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. The taste of quality you expect.
Brian Cox back with you as we start the second quarter of this matchup between the Seton Cardinals and the Cambridge City Golden Eagles, the Lincoln Golden Eagles. Cardinals with a 16-9 lead. Early in the first quarter, the Eagles had the lead, and there is a three-pointer by Sutherland, his second of the ball game. He has 6. Ferris has 6. That is the 12 points for the Golden Eagles. For the Cardinals, it's Webster the third with 2, Dickman with 2, and Bain with 12. Trent Reichley checks in, has his shot blocked by Pumphrey. That is a quick closeout with about a 7-foot arm span by the sophomore. Get it down on the low block. Bain closes off the baseline, alters the shot, rebounded by Isaacs, and then swiping it was Webster the third, and he will be fouled by Birch, and that'll be Birch's second foul. No? Yep. That's his second, team's second. Sam Brennicky will check in for the Cardinals as Trent Reichley sits down. Coach Juergens and Coach Blevins, all three having a chat with Trent Reichley. Brennicky, another freshman. Sam averaging 5.1 points per game. Rogers will hand off to Dickman. And Webster the third now will give it up to Rogers. They drop it down to Bain on the right block. Webster the third drives and will draw the foul and go to the line for 2 shots. Billy is a 71% free throw shooter. He's averaging 14 points a game. 3.6 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.1 steals, and 0.7 blocks per game. That last foul was on Ferris, his first, team's third. Webster with 2 points in the first quarter, and he hits his first free throw. Trent Reichley checks back in quickly. Trent's been struggling with his confidence a little bit the last few weeks. I'd like to see him get back on the horse. Trent averaging 8.1 points per game as Webster hits 1 of 2. But Trent was averaging around 10 points a game for much of this season. There was a great shot in the arm for this Cardinal squad when Dickman was down with injury. And Rogers was not playing. There's a missed shot by Pumphrey, rebound by Bain, quickly up the court. Nice Euro step and a block shot by Ferris. A lot of body, but no call. Ferris gets it to Bursch. And also Sam Brennicky, another freshman that has, and Trent Reichley will foul Pumphrey, who makes the shot and gets his first bucket of the ball game. Pumphrey averaging 11.3 points per game, 9.5 rebounds. And he is a 60% free throw shooter. He misses that one. Bain with the crossover. They will call a block on Bursch. That's his third. Fans from Lincoln not happy with that call. Coach Klein not very happy himself. Rogers cut off by Sutherland, and Webster the third now. Reichley, three-pointer, missed the shot, and then gets his rebound and puts the shot up. Billy Webster the third assisted with that, keeping that ball alive, but give Trent credit for sticking with it. Again, that backcourt pressure by the Cardinals. It helps create a turnover, and I think Ferris was a little lucky he didn't get what would have been a very ticky-tack foul call, but with the officials, you never know. But Ferris lost the handle. Another turnover for Cambridge City. Maybe I should update the score for you guys. 19-14. Zach Rogers will fire from three. Short, no good. Rebounded by Dickman. Billy Webster the third for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Reichley over Pumphrey. Gets the ball to Webster the third. Now Pumphrey will come out with it. So nice opportunities for the Cardinals, but missed shots. That was a great pass by Ferris, but a better block by Desmond Bain. Desmond, what a crossover on the sophomore, and scores. I think Pumphrey is looking around to say what happened. And there's a near steal by Reichley. Got his hands on it, but could not find the ball. And another ticky-tack call. You know, both guys went up. That's terrible because Dickman was vertical as well. Both guys went up for position. Yeah, they bodied up, but I'm not a fan of that call. Not that any of you care, nor does the official. First foul on Dickman. Pumphrey at the line. He's got 2 points. He is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Now make it 1 for 2. 4:49 to go in the first half. Cardinals up 21-15. Pumphrey makes both. He has 4. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4:49 to go. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Our new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
You know, sometimes the most fun I have doing these ball games is just ripping, whether it's officials' calls or plays and things like that. And people thinking that I actually care that much about the bad calls. This is just entertainment, folks. And there is a drive by Desmond Bain, and he will draw the foul. That should be number 1 on Pumphrey, and that will be the 5th team foul against Lincoln. No, they call it on Luke Isaacs. Desmond makes the first. 3 points in the quarter, 15 overall. 3 team fouls for the Cardinals, 5 for the Eagles. Desmond hits both. Make it 16. And Desmond is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. That was a really nice move down the lane by Chase Sutherland. Good ball fake and took it all the way to the rim, and he will be fouled, I believe, by Trent Reichel. Call it on Dickman. That's not sure how that happened. I believe it should have been on Reichel. Good job of contesting that inbound pass by Reichel, but it allows Sutherland to fire up another 3. He has 9 points on 3 3-pointers, and the Cardinals, if I give them their other point, have a 23-19 lead with 4:15 to go in the second quarter. Desmond passing to Dickman. Dickman will drive baseline, up and under, has a shot rejected by Pumphrey. Pumphrey averaging 6.4 blocks per game, and he has a couple already in this one. Bain, what a great job of body control by the senior, expecting Pumphrey to come over, and Pippinger will be called for a foul. And that will be the Cardinals' 5th. Desmond now with 18 of the Cardinals' 25 points. The Cardinals are desperately looking for some scoring from someone other than what should be an Indiana All-Star. There's a steal by Pippinger. Bain, a nice pass to Webster the third, and that shot blocked by Pumphrey. And that sophomore patrolling the paint, and an excellent rim protector. Skylar McCray, a 6'3 senior, will check in as Isaacs will sit down. Cardinals inbound. Nice inbound to Bain. He draws the foul and will get the bucket. That was a good pass by Colton Pippinger on the inbound. Desmond with 8 in this quarter, 20 overall. McCray checking in and gets the quick foul. Bain at the line. And he hits it. Now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Again, the Cardinals putting on that full court pressure. Well, a good look by Pumphrey to Sutherland. But Sutherland could not handle the pass. He goes around the world. They get it. Another good pass by Pumphrey. He will get the bucket and draw the foul on Sam Brennecke. Pumphrey is a player you're going to have to watch, ladies and gentlemen, as he is just a sophomore, but he has a nice eye for the passing lanes. And obviously with his height, ability to block shots. McCray at the line. free throw is good. (28-22), 3:10 to go. Bain, a dribble hesitation. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Pumphrey. Nearly a steal by Bain. The Lincoln fans wanted a foul against Desmond, and that's probably going to be one right there. Like this Lincoln Ball Club, nice sportsmanship, and they are not intimidated by this Cardinal squad. That is the 7th team foul, the first on Bain. So going to the line to shoot one in the bonus will be Sutherland. Sutherland averaging 14 points a game. He has 9. As I mentioned on the 3 3-pointers, he is a 76% free throw shooter. He misses that first one and rebounded by Desmond. 3 for 5 from the line as a team for the Eagles. Pippinger will fire for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Nick Matthews. Looking for something to do with the ball. Finds Brinicke in the corner. That's an air ball, but Pippinger's right there. And he will draw the foul. Had a shot fake, went up. Some of the Lincoln crowd wanting a travel, some wanting a 3-second call, and they get none of it. And that foul is on McCray, his second. And that'll be the 7th team foul for Lincoln. Pippinger will go to the line to shoot 2. Colton, 6.6 points per game. He hits the first. It's his first point tonight. And Colton is a 63% free throw shooter. And he makes both. 30-22, 8-point lead for the Cardinals. 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Cardinals will show the 2-3 zone. Pumphrey out of the perimeter. Sets a screen on Matthews to give Sutherland a wide open 3. No good. Rebound by Bain. Desmond finds Nick Matthews. Nick will drive and kick. Webster the third. Nice pass to Nick Matthews. And it was a really good imagination on the shot. I think Nick might have made that just a bit more difficult than it needed to be. But you had the 6'8 Pumphrey there to maybe adjust your thoughts on how to go about a shot. And that was a nice job by Sutherland. Oh, my word. A foul on Webster the third on the 3-point shooting Ferris, and I'm not sure that Billy got within 3 inches of the kid. But regardless, that will be the second foul on Webster the third, and the 8th team foul. Ferris will go to the line to shoot 3, and he makes the first. 7 points now for Ferris. Ferris is a 58% free throw shooter. And he short-armed that. That did not look good from the get-go. Again, I apologize. We'll give the points when they are due. 1:37 to go in the second quarter. And Ferris misses the third. Rebound by Bain. Cardinals up by 7. Bain, what a nice drive. Shot up and in and draws the foul. $11 points in the quarter, 23 overall. Isaacs will get called for his second foul. Team's 8th, both teams with 18 fouls. Nick Matthews checks out. Zach Rogers will come in. On the court for the Cardinals, Dickman, Rogers, Bain, Reichley, and Pippinger. Desmond at the line. He is 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Make it 5 for 5. Cardinals up by 10. Largest lead of the ball game for Seton. 1:22 to go in the second quarter. Cardinals looking for their 20th win. Good inside-outside pass. And action from Lincoln, but Ferris misses the three-pointer, and Bain will come out with it. Not sure the Eagles want to leave him that open on the three, but instead, Bain passes it off. Pippinger misses the shot. Zach Rogers keeps it alive. Probably the shortest player on the court down there battling. It goes out of bounds, but Zach Rogers gave the Cardinals a chance to get that ball. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Ferris on the wing. And McCray could not come up with a pass, and here comes Bain. Bain decides he will Euro step and put it up off the glass and in. Excellent move by the senior. A 12-point lead. 13 seconds to go, and that pass deflected. Will stay with Lincoln. 13.6 seconds remaining, actually. Ferris will inbound. He inbounds in the backcourt to Sutherland. Sutherland looks at the clock. Will take his time. Under 10. Calls for a screen. Finds Ferris. Under 5. Humphrey, again, a nice pass. Too much mustard on it for McCray. And losing the clock was Craig, and he throws it away without the Eagles getting a possession to try to get this to a 10-point or a 9-point game. Instead, we're going to go to the half with the Cardinals leading 35-23. We'll come back with some numbers at the half in just a moment. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
The long-standing support of Richmond High School and these tremendous athletes. Also, special thanks to all the parents and volunteers and fans that support this great school. As the insurance provider for RadioTroy.com and the many viewers, players, and listeners, thanks for supporting Richmond High School athletes and the independent agents at Harrington Hoke Insurance. Go to HarringtonHoke.com and like us on Facebook or call 962-9502.
Hitters Hangout Academy has everything you need to train year-round to become a better player. They offer everything from cage rentals to private lessons and specialized classes. They offer hitting, infield play, outfield play, catching, pitching, strength, and agility for baseball and softball players alike. Their goal is to leave players with a better understanding of the game and to learn why they do certain things, and as always, play the game the right way. For more information, go to their website, hittershangoutacademy.com.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Jiffy Lube of Richmond features the Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change. As much as you paid for your vehicle, keep it on the road as long as possible. The Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change is more than an oil change. It's preventative maintenance to keep your car running smoothly. Jiffy Lube, 2993 East Main in Richmond. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5.
It's
game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Back at Shuckman Court on the campus of Earlham College in the wonderful Athletics and Wellness Center. We have some first half numbers for you. First for the Seton Cardinals. Desmond Bain, I would think he's going to be an Indiana All-Star candidate. I mean, I don't see how you can leave him off. Has 26 of the Cardinals' 35 points here in the first half. Billy Webster III with 3. Colton Pippinger, Cliff Dickman, and Trent Reichley all with 2. That's the 35 for the Cardinals. For the Eagles, Sutherland leads them in scoring with 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Ferris with 7, Humphrey with 4, and McCray with 3. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to see if I can talk a local celebrity into joining me for a brief moment. You're watching Cardinal Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at Shuckman Court here on the campus of Earlham College, and I am joined at the broadcast booth by Marion, Indiana legend. Could run for mayor at any point, would win in a landslide, Mr. Avis Stewart. Earlham College legend, player, coach, you've done it all.
I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what, watching Bain, you're right when you said, should he be an all-star? I think he should be an all-star. He's really, he's quite the player. He's a good player, good kid. So he's the kind of kid that you would want on the all-star team, and hopefully he'll make it.
Yeah, oftentimes, I mean, obviously, Avis, you've been around the Indiana high school scene for a long time, either broadcasting or coaching or playing or what have you. Oftentimes, people in the outside the periphery of Indianapolis maybe don't get the looks, and then particularly on a small enrollment type school with Seton, it's kind of hard for those kind of kids to get recognition from the Indianapolis media, what have you. But now with AAU and social media, maybe it's a little better for guys like Desmond to get recognized.
I think it is. The other thing I think that helped him this year when they played in the Wettig Classic, and he played against they beat Warren Central. Warren Central's a good school out of Indianapolis, and people said, well, can he play against a good athlete? Richmond has very good athletes. He played against Richmond's athletes.
Hamilton Heights is a couple of well-regarded players.
Yeah, you can go right down the line. I mean, he can play. Liberty Christian, they're a good school. Seton, obviously one of the favorites to make a run in the tournament as well as Liberty Christian. I do want to say one thing, though. I'm going to give you an inside scoop.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it. Right here.
Can you tell me what school in the country has the 2 leading free throw percentage shooters in Division III basketball, men's and women's?
I would have to say Earlham College.
You got it. One of them is Elijah Wilson Thompson. He's shooting Thomas. He's shooting 94.8%. The other one is Hannah Franklin from Randolph Southern.
Right up the road.
She's shooting 92.4 on the women's side. So
that sounds like some shooting camp from Avis Stewart at the Baumgartner or something like that.
No, that's you can give all the direction you want, but the players end up putting it through the basket, and they're good. They're good.
Actually, I'm really glad that you brought that up because it's something I want to touch on. With Radio Troy and I do a lot of Earlham athletics, whether it's football, soccer. I know Troy does some field hockey because I have no idea what they're doing out there.
I don't either. I like it because they have fun.
Obviously, we do the volleyball, basketball, and baseball. And baseball gets started tomorrow. I'm actually doing the PA out at Sadler Stadium. But I'm glad you brought that up because it seems to me, and you've obviously been at Earlham for years and years and years, even though you're only 25. It seems like there's kind of a turning of the corner, if you will, or maybe a resurgence in the athletics in terms of I don't want to say quality because it makes it sound like the students who played before didn't give their all or weren't any good, but it's almost like a rebirth in some ways. With facilities and players.
I think you're right. I think there's a different commitment. We have a president, David Dawson, who's he's very interested in the student athletes, very interested in the whole campus and what's going on, obviously, but he'd like to see the student athletes have a good experience. The record hasn't totally changed in some sports, but they're getting better. They're closing the gap. So then what you'll see is I think you will see the record change. An example is in baseball. You're right. Baseball, we're hopeful that they'll have a really good season. They're picked to finish high. A few years ago, they had 16 players on the squad total. This year, he hopes to recruit 15 players to play baseball. So one less than what they had on the entire squad in those years. So you can see a lot of improvement. The one thing I did want to say about Hannah, the thing about Hannah Franklin, who's leading the nation for the women in free throw shooting, they have one game left tomorrow. So if they can come through tomorrow, they're in great shape. That's right. But she's like a 3.85 student, a biochem major. She's volunteered in the Richmond community. She's just a great person, and great local story on her.
Sure, and not to sound like a homer, but I do a lot of Earlham games. I'm out here frequently, and that's one of the good things. I'm glad you mentioned the GPA because this isn't a sports factory where you're getting by on basket weaving and how to pick the best items at a buffet 101 like I went to. But you couple the fact that they're excellent students, and it's difficult with your admission requirements to get scholar athletes in. But with having an administration that recognizes the importance of athletics as a well-rounded academic institution and how that kind of lifts maybe all aspects of the institution. And Coach Steve Sackett is a great example. You start changing a mindset, you get better coaches, better athletes, better records, and then all of a sudden more students academically maybe want to attend.
You're right, and he's got an excellent recruiting class coming this next year. They'll be pretty good this year, I think. If everything, they stay healthy and things go well, I think they'll have a very good team again this year. But you're right, Brian. It is about, the bottom line is there's a reason why they say student athlete. And Seton does a very nice job of that as well. Obviously, they're producing students who, they give them really the great attention. And, hopefully all programs try to live through that. If they do, then you really do benefit the student. And in the end, that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Most of these guys now, maybe Bain will, but most of the other guys, they're not going to play in the NBA. Some of them might go on and play at the college level,
sure,
and that's fine. It's about what can you do with your life? How can you have a positive experience in the game, and then how can you be a positive member of a community?
I think it contributes to a healthy balance of a person and their growth, and I think there's a lot of lessons that sports provides that maybe you don't get, in other aspects of your life.
You're right. The other thing I do want to say, and it's always fun to, you're here with Radio Troy. You do a great job, and I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here.
That cost me $50, ladies and gentlemen, worth every penny.
No, it didn't cost him a thing. In fact, we should pay him extra, so Troy, pay this guy some more money because he's really good.
Troy a long time. That wallet's got cobwebs.
Well, you keep the emphasis on the students and on the game, and that's what it's about. And you do a really nice job.
Thank you.
You're always positive, and so I think people really appreciate that, Brian, and you do a great job.
Thank you very much for that. I'm going to come ask you for a job. Real quick, before you go, like 10, 15 seconds. If you're Cambridge City, what do you do to try to stem this Desmond Bain juggernaut?
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job. The problem is that, number one, for Seton is he's just that good. Bill Green, he used to coach, he won 6-7 state titles. He said he played the matchup zone for years. and people didn't think it was very good. Then he got George McGinnis and Steve Downing. Everybody wanted to talk about it. So
it's amazing what players will do, right?
That's right.
Well, Amos, thanks so much. I really appreciate the kind words, and always appreciate you folks letting us come over and help broadcast these students as we talked about. And Desmond Bain fires a quick three-pointer top of the key and gets things going. 29 for the senior. And that didn't take long. Hits his average in 16 minutes and 10 seconds. Sutherland will drive, puts it high off the glass, and scores. And that took some effort as Bain was closing out.
That was very nice of you. 7:15 to play in the third quarter. Good pass by Matthews to the cutting Pippinger, who'll kick it out, and that's going to be a quick foul. That's going to be number 4 on Bursch. First team foul and his 4th. And he was not happy with that call. And it appears he is going to stay in. Actually, no, he's not. Isaacs will come in. Burks, the senior, averaging 1.5 points per game, and has not had the type of game he would expect. And Bain drives baseline and is fouled and goes down hard and is slow to get up. And that right leg took a little shot, and Desmond will tie the shoe. And that's the 3rd foul on Isaacs, a second team foul. Pippinger to inbound. Finds Bain in the corner for 3 and drilled it. Well, as Ava Stewart mentioned during the halftime talk, number 1's pretty good. Most of his points in the first half were on dribble penetration and layups. And he's 1 3-pointer in that first quarter. And he comes out here in the second half and drills 2 in a row. And reminds everyone in the state, oh yeah, I can shoot as well, not just drive. And that was a nice job by Ferris, his 9th point. Getting into the paint and rising up and knocking down the 8-footer. Desmond Bain, to my knowledge, has not chosen a college. And he will decide to put up another 3 and hit it. How do you like 3 3-pointers right out of the gate? And another block shot on Pumphrey by Cliff Dickman. Bain, a heat check 3, no good. Flying through was Webster the 3rd. He's probably lucky he didn't get a foul and a late whistle. Probably a good call, but would have preferred the whistle right when the action happened. That's going to be a foul on Pippinger, his 2nd, team's 1st. Sutherland will inbound. As you can hear it in the crowd, really a mistake by the Eagles trying to dribble through the middle of a double team. Pumphrey, nice pass and not a good shot by Isaacs. I really like the passing eye of Pumphrey as he continues to play and get better and develop an offensive game. He's going to be a nice player to watch. Pippinger for 3, no good. Rebounded by Dickman. Block shot by Pumphrey. You got to be aware of Pumphrey patrolling that paint. Webster the 3rd. He will drive right into Pumphrey. Missed the shot, and it's going to be Cardinal ball as the ball hit Pumphrey as he was standing out of bounds. Trent Reichley will check in for the Cardinals as Colton Pippinger will sit down. Dickman inbounds to Matthews, who could not handle it cleanly. The Cardinals will set up. Bain. Why do you leave him wide open? What in the world? How do you do that? And Coach Klein is saying the exact same thing. How do you leave Desmond Bain? Of all the people on the court to leave, you might not want to leave that one. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. Your score, Seton 47, Lincoln 27. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Do you need help taking care of your car? I know my family does. That's why we take our vehicles to Beach Automotive in Richmond. We've been relying on Brad and his crew for years, and they always take good care of us without breaking the bank. For great auto service, stop by Beach Automotive at 110 East Main. Give them a call at 966-8181 or go to their website at beach-auto.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's one other little note. Desmond Bain is shooting 50% from the three-point line. He is 4 of 5 here in the third quarter as the Cardinals nearly get a steal on that pressure. Ferris takes it right into Dickman. Draws the foul on Cliff. That'll be Cliff's third. So if a young man, you know his offensive skills, there may have been an article or two about him in the Palladium item. Not sure how you leave him wide open for a three-pointer, as Ferris has played a nice ball game. He has 10 points. He is now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Nick Matthews will sit down. Cliff Dickman will sit down. Pippinger back in, as is Sam Brennecke. Ferris averaging 13 points a game. He now has 11. And it's an 18-point Cardinal lead, 4:38 to go. 12 points in the quarter for the Cardinals, all on Desmond Bain three-point shots. Misses the finger roll. And that would have gotten him 40. Cardinals switch to man, and another late whistle. It'll be a two-shot foul. Ferris will go to the line. It'll be the second foul on Trent. Ferris will back to the line where he is 3 of 5. Make it 4 of 6. 4:14 to go. Again, this is the last game for the Cardinals in Richmond this year. They will play their final game a week from today at Cowan in the regular season. And then we'll head to sectional play. Might have been a missed travel call on Trent Reichley, but we have a foul call on the floor. That foul is on Sutherland, his first. Is the third team foul for Lincoln. An offensive foul. Who do they call that on? On Trent Reichley. That'll be his third. Zach Rogers will come in for Trent. And the Cardinals will put on the backcourt pressure. Here comes Ferris, a 3-on-1, and a good job of Colton Pippinger. Bain leaks out, has it, and what a good play by Sutherland. He was not going to allow Desmond Bain to rise up and dunk, and Sutherland may be hurt. He went into the stands and is still down. The Reed Sports Medicine personnel are now over there with Sutherland, and Coach Klein, you can see there behind the stanchion there for the backboard. Good job of hustling by Sutherland. 3:54 to go here in the third quarter. And Sutherland is down. We will take a timeout and be back in just a few moments. You're watching Cardinal Basketball, the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
At the height of the action, confidence soars. In the midst of the struggle, character emerges. In the heat of the competition, leaders are forged. High school sports are an essential part of a well-rounded education. They may not involve classrooms or textbooks or final exams, but they do provide the perfect environment to learn the value of hard work, persistence, tolerance, and respect.
Sorry for cutting that off, but as you can see, Sutherland got up and walked away on his own power. Great to see. And it will be Cardinal ball. They inbound to Rogers. 3:50 to go. Cardinals up by 16. They've led by as many as 20. Brinicki back to Webster the third. Pippinger will drive. Missed the shot. Bain is there for the rebound. That's 14 in the quarter, and that's 40 points. And that's going to go as a steal for Bain. Up to Webster the third. He will step back, pop for Trey, and got it. 6 points for Billy. Now a 21-point lead. 3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Appreciate you folks tuning in and watching this ball game. Ferris with a wide open three. No good. Pippinger battling for it and blocks it. Will go out of bounds as McCray came up with the ball. There's a good sight to see. Sutherland checking back in as Craig sits down. Sutherland will inbound the ball. They get it to Pumphrey. And that's going to be deflected by Bain, and Rogers will come out with it, and that's going to be a carry. The junior got a little too excited. And it'll be a Cardinal turnover. Dickman comes in, and Rogers will sit down. 2:48 remaining in the third quarter. Ferris inbounds to Burst. Burst back in with his 4 fouls. Isaacs with 3. McCray with 2. Those are the only Eagles with multiple fouls. Pumphrey again, a nice pass to the cutting McCray, and Brinicki is called for a ticky-tack foul. This crew, it loves nothing more than to do the cheap foul. Both ways. Brinicki with his second, 5th team foul. Birch nearly has it stolen by Dickman. Skip pass to Sutherland, and McCray will rise up and score. McCray with 5. 19-point Cardinal lead. Bain crosses over, puts a shot up, gets the bucket, and draws the foul. I'm not sure that Pumphrey did anything different than he's been doing, but this time he gets a foul. That is Pumphrey's first foul. Desmond at the line where he is 5 of 5. He has 42 points, looking for his 43rd. And he gets it. Not sure how much the Cardinals will let him play. 22-point lead, largest of the game. Certainly you don't want to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory by pulling your starters early. But you have to be mindful of Bain's minutes, and that was a nice move by Ferris up and under. He has 8 points in the quarter, 15 overall. I mentioned Ferris is averaging 13 a game. Bain on the screen from Pippinger. Bucket. 5 3-pointers in the quarter. 58-35. Ferris will fire from 3. No good. Webster the third comes out with the ball. Bain will drive and reverse layup. Good. 25-point lead. The only thing we haven't seen from Desmond is maybe a tomahawk between the legs reverse slam. Bursch as Bain tipped that ball. It goes out of play. The officials are going to have a discussion. They don't know. It's more than likely going to be Lincoln's ball. They don't know what they're doing. But that's probably the right call, but they still don't know how they came up with it. 56.7 seconds to go. And Pumphrey is a look what I found. Shot from the left elbow. Pippinger. He's going to lob it up for Webster the third, who puts it down with malicious intent. No regard to women, children, or puppies. Good pass by Pippinger. Pumphrey cannot get the shot. Bain tried to do a around-the-back dribble, and Pumphrey gets a slam, and the Lincoln crowd is super happy and exuberant. 15 seconds to go. Cardinals up 62-37. Bain eyes the clock. 7, 6. Puts on a dribbling exhibition that the Globetrotters would be jealous of. Misses the layup, and give credit to Pumphrey for altering that shot. But it is all Cardinals, 62-37 over Cambridge City. We'll move to the fourth quarter. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Indiana. In fact, it's a crash course in teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, high school sports teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, leadership, and the importance of believing in your teammates and supporting your community. High school sports, a healthy part of a complete education. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in this community.
We move to the fourth quarter. Your score, Seton 62, Cambridge City Lincoln 37. Lob pass in will miss its intended target in Justin Black, a 6'2 senior. Another turnover for the Golden Eagles, and the Cardinals will come out with the basketball. By my count, Desmond Bain has 48, which from my Texas math would tell me he's 2 away from 50. And anytime you can drop half 100, and that's another Texas saying, half 100, not 100, 100. If you can put half 100 on somebody, you do it. Cliff Dickman misses the 3. Ball tipped up. Nick Matthews decides to try the reverse layup again. Nick making the easy layups difficult, but playing some excellent ball. And give credit to Nick Matthews, Colton Pippinger, the smaller guys compared to Pumphrey and Ferris, who battle to get those rebounds and do a nice job keeping the ball alive. What an excellent pass, and Nick Matthews gets the bucket. 64-39, 6:50 to go in this ball game. Really, the only thing left to find out is Desmond Bain going to get the half 100? And that's a turnover, and the Cardinals almost do it, but Cliff Dickman, an excellent save right in front of the Lincoln bench. Desmond, what a crossover, goes baseline, reverse layup, good. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is fitting. Pumphrey, no good from the elbow. Bain keeps the ball alive, but Ferris gets the bucket. Desmond in the paint. Basket will not count. That foul is going to be on Renforth. No, excuse me. Black with his first. Team's fifth. Desmond decides to show another three-point shot. Sutherland can hit, and that one back iron, no good. Dickman with the rebound, and Desmond. Maybe he doesn't want to stop it, Fitty. And that's a travel by Billy Webster III. I've got Desmond for 53. Obviously, this is not the official book. But not a bad night. 53 out of the 69 points for the Cardinals. 5:20 to go. And that shot is good by Sutherland. He has 14. That's his fourth three-pointer. Bain left his feet, but gets it to Dickman. He will drive and has his shot blocked by Ferris. Ferris and Pumphrey controlling that paint on that possession. Ferris might have traveled there. Isaacs gets it to Pumphrey. Does not look for the shot. Gets it to the driving Ferris baseline. Bain keeping it alive and comes out with the ball. Gets it to his running mate, Billy Webster III. How is that not a foul? Bursch ran over Webster III and prevented Billy from getting to the ball. It will be Cardinal basketball as Billy Webster III will sit down. So you have Pippinger, Dickman, Reichley, Bain, and Rogers. Bain with a quick three. Bucket. Foul. What more can you ask from the young man? Selling popcorn at halftime. Kissing babies. That foul on Ferris. Team sixth. Pippinger will sit down. I have Desmond for 56, looking for 57. Got it. .4:35 to go. 73-44. Cardinals up by 29. And Zach Rogers absolutely picked the pocket of Ferris, and Zach Rogers gets the bucket and a timeout, and I'm not sure that the fans were very happy with Zach. They wanted a little fireworks from Desmond Bain, and they did not get it. 75-44. As you can see there, the huddle, 4:22 to go in this ball game. Cardinals up 31 points. By my count, Desmond Bain has 57 points, which is a school record among many that the senior has. Just having a tremendous season. Obviously a tremendous game. And the Lincoln Golden Eagles played a very good first quarter, even a first half, and then as the Cardinals have done with some frequency, have just opened the game up in the third quarter, stepped on the gas, and rolled in the third and fourth quarters. 4:10 remaining. Bursch hands off to Sutherland. Nick Berger, Trent Reichley, Sam Brennecke, Cliff Dickman, and Desmond Bain on the court as that three-pointer is good by Isaacs, his first bucket of the game. Bain, will he get 60? Does! And I would think his time in this ball game is nearing its end. Adam Deitch and Zach Rogers ready to check in. Bain has put on a performance for the ages. Tips that ball, and McCray gets it. Nice spin move and not traveling. Good job by McCray. He's got 7. Let's see if the Cardinals call a timeout or let the game just go. Desmond with a heat check 3. Back iron, no good. Dickman keeps the ball alive. Gets it to Bain. Bain will drive in the paint. Puts up left hand, good. Cardinals with 80. What more do you say? Under 3 to go. Humphrey backs it in. Bain alters that shot. Dickman will come up with it. And I'd be surprised if we don't get a timeout here soon. What a play there by Dickman with dribbling. Bursch attacking, going after the ball and trying to get his 5th foul apparently. Goes out of play. And Desmond Bain will sit down, as does Cliff Dickman. And take a moment to soak it in, ladies and gentlemen, as you may not see a player come through Seton Catholic with his skill ever again. Just a total package of an excellent student, obviously an excellent ball player, and from all reports, an overall just good young man. It is not quite easy to do in 2016. Missed shot rebounded by Adam Deitch. Nick Berger will bring up the ball. Trent Reichley will fire the lefty 3. Front iron, no good. Gets his own rebound. I have Desmond for 62. Sutherland, he can hit that and misses though. Rebounded by Reichley. Under 2 to go. Minute 47 actually. Sam Brennecke will hold it out. Zach Rogers hitting the 3-pointer. He has 5 all in this quarter. 83-49. Cray will kick it out. Austin Wampler in the game for Lincoln, as is Peyton Renforth. Minute 4 to go. Cardinals up 83-49. Brennecke with the ball. Not sure why we're fouling. Oh, just to get other players in. That's good. That'll be the 4th on Isaacs. So Isaacs and McCray will sit down for the Eagles as Austin Lanick will come in, as will Bryant Hilbert. For the Cardinals, Carlitos Harlan, Nick Berger, Zach Rogers, Adam Deitch, and Sam Brennecke in. Jacob Berger will check in for Zach Rogers after this free throw. And Zach hits both. Zach will finish the game with 7 points, all in this quarter. Harlan might have tipped that shot, and there is a foul by Bryant Hilbert. The foul is on Hilbert, his first, team's 8th. Harlan at the line. Missed the free throw, and driving and missing the shot was Hilbert, but there to put the ball in was James Pugh. Under 5 to go. 85-51. And that's the way this ball game is going to end. We'll take a timeout and come back with a few words. Not much needs to be said, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indianapolis Colts, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
Well, back for the final time here at Schuckman Court on the campus of Earlham College as the Cardinals win 85-51. Desmond Bain finishing with 62 points. I believe they announced that on the PA as a school record. Just a tremendous performance by the young man. And whatever school that he chooses to go to is going to get a quality young man and pretty good basketball player. He's not bad at baseball either, and he dominates in cornhole. I think I still owe him money. That's just a joke, IHSAA. No violations here. Again, finishing with 62. Billy Webster III, I have finishing with 8. Nick Matthews with 2. Colton Pippinger with 2. Cliff Dickman with 2. Zach Rogers with 7. Trent Reichley with 2. That should be the 85 for the Cardinals. For the Golden Eagles, I have Ferris with 19, Sutherland with 14, Pumphrey with 6, McCray with 7, Isaacs with 3, and Pugh with 2. That should be 51, and if I'm off on any of that math, I do apologize. But this more than likely is the final game that we will broadcast in the regular season. I do believe that we will be doing the sectional game, and should the Cardinals move on to the regionals and beyond, I believe we will be doing that game as well, or those games as well. Just keep it tuned to RadioTroy.com for all that information. But again, thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in week and week out. What a magical season it has been, and it's not over. And we look forward to the Cardinals finishing up this season with a deep run in the IHSAA playoffs. Again, the Cardinals will find out who they play in Sectional 56 this Sunday, starting at 3:30 with the draw being held over in Indianapolis. And we certainly wish the Cardinals the best of luck on that draw and the best of luck on the rest of their season. Thanks to Colby Cox for running the camera. A nice job as always. Thanks to Trent Reichley and all of the students and administration at Seton Catholic. I want to thank David Marcy for all of his help when we do the games at Chuck Mosey and his crew that help run the cameras. Thank everyone here at Earlham, Mike Berger, the athletic director, Mitch Blakespor, the sports information director, Caitlin Leach, assistant AD, all of those guys, they help us so much when we do the broadcast here at Earlham, not to mention when we broadcast Earlham Quaker Athletics. And most importantly, thanks to you and our sponsors. Without both of you folks in tandem there, or both groups of people, we could not do what we do. And we are very proud and appreciative to be able to bring you these student athletes and their athletic endeavors. It is our pleasure to do it, and my only apology is that I'm the terrible one that has to do it for the games that you listen to. Sorry that we don't have more talent, and Troy can't be everywhere, although he'd like to make you believe he could. Anyway, wrong rambling story. Just, again, thank you so much. Really appreciate you joining us this season. Look for us at RadioTroy.com for sectional play, and then also for baseball season coming up. Keep tuned there. I'm sure we'll be doing a few games there as well. For everyone with RadioTroy.com, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Have a pleasant evening, everyone, and stay tuned to Cardinal Basketball on the RadioTroy.com digital sports network.